What's up, guys? We're back with another episode of That One Piece Talk. We're reviewing could Blackbeard survive the remnants of the Rocks Pirates, or God Valley, to make it simple. Let's get into it.
Just means he's weak. When in reality, it just means, yo, this is his reaction to getting hit. 21-year-old Kaido, pre-Dragon Fruit, automatically more durable because he's an Oni. I don't get that. I can't do that.
Was there any known fact that Blackbeard got hit with any hockey attacks during those time frames?
No.
Maybe, yeah, exactly.
I can't go there.
Yeah, because we know what's stronger, most likely. Well, hockey.
Another 5 from Saucy. Blackbeard runs the Rocks Pirates God Valley Gauntlet. How far does he get? So current Blackbeard versus the God Valley Rocks Pirates Gauntlet?
Yo, bro.
It's about to get ignorant in here, I feel.
No.
No,
It's not.
it's not.
It's not.
It shouldn't be that hard,
So it's
bro.
them at God Valley.
So who's
So
you
the
starting
first,
with?
you start with Kaido. Wait.
No.
What?
No.
Oh, I gotta go to like the lower levels?
Yeah, bro.
Who cares about them, bro? Oh, Silver Axe, who cares?
Yeah,
Silver
that's true.
Axe,
Who
like, what are you
cares?
talking about?
Because there's Shinky.
Shinky and
That's the highest one he's going. He may or may not be Shinky, but that's it.
It's at God Valley.
yeah, we
So
know.
Shiki higher than Kaido on this list.
Do you think Shinky's no? Shinky's not
got
beating
the
Kaido.
At God Valley?
He got the fruit. It's over.
He had the fruit for 30 seconds.
Are you on
It don't
crack?
matter.
He can
You
use
on
hockey.
crack,
What are you
bruh.
talking about?
You on crack, bro?
And Shiki can't use hockey?
when?
What are you talking about?
And
What do you
where?
mean when?
No, Sebastian.
And his hockey's not even enough.
No, yeah. Even if he,
Like, bro.
even have to remember he used all his hockey. It's not
Yeah.
conquers, and that's what you need for Kaido. He just ate the fruit.
All right.
Imagine, you realize if Big Mom couldn't take Kaido down with him, how is Shinky doing anything?
Facts.
But that's a fact. They fought.
Couldn't. Kaido ate the fruit and ran.
They
What are you
clashed
talking
though.
about?
No, they clashed.
Yeah,
they
she-
legit had a conversation.
She legit got mad and I think used a hockey attack.
We're
whatever.
gonna say Big Mom couldn't take out Kaido in that moment. That's what we're saying.
It wasn't like I could just take out Kaido. The fact is that Big Mom.
And I'm telling you, she wouldn't have been like, I could just take out Shiki either. y'all disrespecting my guys today.
Shinky's a lot easier to
Shiki gang.
Shinky's a lot easier to take out than Kaido. I'm telling you that right now.
1000%.
All right, see, I gotta disagree with that. He said Shiki's a lot easier to take out than Kaido. Nah. If I'm not mistaken, Shiki was about to beat Roger when they were at sea. Only thing that saved Roger was a storm. Not only that, Shiki was able to pull up and fight Sengoku and Garp. Granted, he lost. He didn't die, though. He still did it. You know, I don't think Kaido has anything on his belt quite like that, besides being the strongest creature, which is, you know, impressive. But at the same time, he hasn't... What has Kaido really did, you know, to say he could... He's stronger than Shiki.
Hey,
Yeah,
1000%.
Respect Shiki, man.
Dude, there's a
Oh,
reason.
I do.
Yeah,
Sebastian, there's a reason why Big Mom was there with the greats and all them, and Shinky wasn't. There's a big reason why.
It's just willpower alone.
yeah, bro.
Shiki willing to settle with Whitebeard in order to, like, you know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, Kaido like, yo, F all that. I'm on Whitebeard's level. That alone just speaks to their character and their strengths. Even if Shiki was stronger at that certain point, during that fight,
Oh my
Kaido
God.
would just
Now we're-
overwhelm him.
Exactly.
During the fight,
This has happened in
power
One Piece.
boosting.
No, it's
Kaido.
not. No, hold on. It's not power boosting. It's according to one's will. And these guys, if you want to say, are even relative, right? That's what your thought process is. You're saying Shiki and Kaido are relative. Kaido, being stronger-willed, if they fought, he's eventually just going to come out on top.
All right.
And then
Anyway,
he has the fruit.
to the question. I'll deal with the consensus. Y'all have Shiki below Kaido. Cool.
Yeah.
Would Blackbeard beat Shiki?
Yeah, I
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would he beat Kaido?
No.
No.
I think he would.
Like, he doesn't have enough.
I think the Gura gives him enough. I think the Quake Fruit gives him enough. Because with the Gura, he can bypass the scales, and with the Quake Fruit, he can bypass the scales even better. And Kaido's not an advanced Conqueror's Hockey user at the time. He's not a Sky Splitter at the time. These are the levels that you typically would
I
need
cannot.
to
No,
defeat.
I cannot say that Kaido cannot use his conquerors in during that valley. I cannot say that.
Facts.
Yeah. The
Exactly.
Sky Splitter, yes. But if you have Luffy and we've seen Shanks and all them doing it. He's on the Rock pirate ship. He's seeing all of them else do it. So like, how could I not say that?
He's big hammer because we've
least.
seen Shanks, Odin, who's the same age as Kaido.
Yeah.
Odin at this time is using crazy hockey levels at 19, whatever, cutting that giant mountain boar. And then we have Loki, Shanks, Luffy, all at 19 using these levels of hockey that we see at that age.
Kaido not Luffy.
So what I was
Odin's the same age.
But he's
21
not. He's
now.
not Odin either.
So,
like he's not.
So what I'll say is, in that picture when they're all attacking Emu, the Conqueror's hockey is around all of them.
Hold on. It's around Kaido.
It's around all of them. It's on all the page. It's on the entire page.
Kaido's the one who's not using.
Look
if I remember correctly,
it's hockey all over the page. There's hockey even right here.
That's Big Mom. Big Mom, Whitebeard, Rocks, Roger, Garp. Yeah, all these dudes using Conqueror's hockey. This dude who just got his Del Fruit and is trying to flex his Boro breath that he has never used Conqueror's hockey with, he's not using Conqueror's hockey here.
To me, if Odin, who's the same age as Kaido, was using it at the age of 19 and Kaido's 21, showing that they're relative to each other, Kaido could use the same.
Out of all,
See, we can't do that because we already know in Wano, hockey for them is something completely different, right? And they don't just like grow up learning hockey. They're growing up learning the most advanced form of hockey. So Odin knowing hockey at 19 has no bearing on what Kaido knows, like whatsoever. So I wouldn't do that right there. It's still hard to say though because it's just hard to imagine Kaido losing to a Blackbeard, even if Kaido's younger. But we also don't want to downplay Blackbeard and the Gora Gora and the Yami Yami and the fact that Blackbeard's kind of a tank and the fact that Blackbeard beat the remnants of the White Pirates by himself. I don't know. Pretty tough to say that one.
all the people in this picture, why would Kaido be the only person not using Conqueror's hockey?
He's 19 years old. They
He's
literally
21.
21. He's 21 years old. When they even allude to Kaido being on the Rocks Pirates, they basically say he was a youngin' then. He wasn't the guy he is now. The reason that we fear him and look at him as this thing, he was not that at this time. He was not.
But they said all of them were in their youth. They said Whitebeard was in his youth here too.
Yeah.
True. But with Kaido, it's in the youth, and we get the fact that he's significantly younger than they are. Like, he just is. Kaido's whole journey is he gets this fruit, and he sees the top of the powers realm of the world, and is like, I'm going to get there. Like, I refuse to be weaker than this. But meritocracy, gotta be stronger, gotta be stronger, gotta be stronger. Because he sees what the top looks like. He knows he's not there.
But case in point, too, you're also forgetting this is the beginning Kaido, where he doesn't have a fruit to rely on back then. They all used hockey. Everyone was using hockey.
Yeah.
But hold on. But you're saying that he is beating current Blackbeard, who can use hockey, not Conqueror's hockey for most people, whatever. But he does have the Gurgur fruit, and he does have the Darkness fruit. He has the means to hurt and really actually do significant damage to Kaido. He just does.
What do you think is more durable? Marineford Blackbeard or Kaido?
Kaido.
Blackbeard took one to the face.
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100.
Like, he took one to the face, but he was fine. He was fine.
To the face. So who do you think is more durable? A Kainu or that Kaido?
Am I tripping if I say a Kaido? Like, am I tripping for that? Am I?
That's your opinion, but-
21-year-old Kaido, man? Listen.
So we have set the base that it's not going to take one shot from the Gura. It's not going to take two. And it's probably not going to take three.
What
So
attack does at this age? What attack does Kaido have that's getting Blackbeard consistently off him? I don't think it's Magma Dragon. He doesn't have anything to get
his
Blackbeard
pure
consistently off him.
physical prowess.
Yeah.
And you have to suspect he probably has armament hockey already.
Okay,
He probably
that's
has
gonna be
observation
enough?
hockey already.
That's gonna be enough to put Blackbeard
he's
down?
most likely utilizing Conqueror's hockey already. That's enough to put Blackbeard down.
That's what I'm saying.
Why?
This is the clash with Big Mom.
Okay,
and
so-
you see
so
Conqueror's
can I ask
leaking
you
from
this?
this.
What Lionel is pointing to is a chapter 1162, page 10. Kaido and Big Mom clash, and there's a hockey clash that comes out of it, and it's
That's what I'm
Conqueror's
saying.
hockey. There's an explosion.
That's what I'm saying. I always saw it. I'm like, oh, so Kaido showed that Kaido could utilize it and use it in a fight. Like, he clearly just did it with Big Mom. Kaido was strong enough that Big Mom couldn't just take him out.
This is proof that he can take out Blackbeard?
Yes.
Why?
Because he's utilizing Conqueror's Haki. He's Kaido physically. And he's able, most likely, to use armament Haki and observation Haki.
I feel like we don't give Blackbeard enough credit for not being taken out.
No. Blackbeard.
Like, he's never been taken out by anybody.
That doesn't. No, you
I
can't
don't get this.
Yeah, but
See, the thing that I find almost like infuriating is we don't know anything about Kaido's fighting style back then. We've never seen him fight without his devil fruit. So we really don't know how he would go about fighting Blackbeard, right? I mean, does he have the physicals? Probably. Does he have the better natural stats? Maybe. But we do know Blackbeard is more of I won't say more of, but he is a tank. We know how he fights somewhat. At least we have more information on him than Kaido. And I'm not even making a determination. I'm just saying that Kaido having Conqueror's Haki at the time, I don't think that's enough to just say he could beat current Blackbeard today. I don't think that's how it would work personally. So
but he's always versed people that he was able to capitalize on through some circumstances.
And he never really fought people in their prime and Haki masters.
Exactly.
But he's also not doing that right now.
But bashing him.
Like, he's not up against that right now in this hypothetical.
But he's against someone that could probably use Haki better than he can.
Yes. And
Yes.
Blackbeard doesn't have the advanced versions of any of them. He doesn't have Conqueror's Haki that we know of. So he's strictly relying on armament Haki being infused into these Goro attacks and the Yami with his durability, which is he receives 2 times the pain of the attacks he's receiving. If Kaido just willingly goes, okay, you're going to bring me in with the Yami, I'm going to tee off on you with my Haki, and you're going to have to survive that. And your Quake is not going to take me out in 3 shots. Can you even...
like, that's the thing. Like, who says once Blackbeard brings you in with the Yami, he's slugging you with a fist? Like, he has the Gora now. He's going to bring you in and then elbow Quake the shit out of you, and then your body's going to feel those reverberations through it, and then he'll probably just hit Kaido back. And who's to say he can't keep doing that? Bring him in, Gora attack. Bring him in, Gora attack. Bring him in, Gora. Who's to say that's not how the fight would go? You know?
even get 3 shots out?
I'm going to ask y'all a question, and y'all going to think I'm being petty for this. I'm going to ask y'all a serious question. And I'm going to target Lawrence specifically. And y'all will understand why shortly. Do you think Rayleigh would be able to defeat this version of Kaido?
Yes.
Okay. So Rayleigh said he couldn't possibly defeat Blackbeard. Wouldn't be possible for him. He has Conqueror's Haki.
Oh my God.
He has advanced Conqueror's Haki.
Stop.
Yes, he's old.
Stop.
But if he's
Stop.
saying I couldn't possibly defeat this
Stop.
person,
Stop.
I'm scaling how we're supposed to scale, bro. Y'all
You're
are
being
telling me. No, y'all are telling me
Yes.
that right now, we're
Yes.
1,000. What chapter
You're
we at?
faltering right now, bro.
Sure, 1,170 something chapters into the story.
Uh-huh.
Right now, and
Yep.
Blackbeard can't defeat the Kaido that existed 40 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But he's supposed to be a relevant Luffy rival now. When Luffy fought Kaido,
Yep.
from now, again, y'all can say that I'm a narrative scale whore, whatever. That's the only way this will make sense to me.
You
That's
said
the
a narrative
only way.
scale hoe?
Sure.
Lawrence brings up a very good point. Rayleigh said he probably could not beat the Blackbeard of today. He then asked, could Kaido beat that Rayleigh? We all know young Kaido's not beating that Rayleigh. Now, this doesn't necessitate that Blackbeard could beat that Kaido, but if the stronger person can't beat... If the stronger person is saying he can't beat Blackbeard, but we all know he could beat Kaido, I mean, then logically we would assume that Kaido can't beat Blackbeard if Rayleigh can't beat Blackbeard. Devil Fruit, Dragon Fruit or not. I mean, that's just what I would assume. But I think that was a good point Lawrence brought up. I wish he let them address that. I don't know why it's lagging like this, guys.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I was like, what
That's
the
the
hell?
only way it will make sense because what you guys are telling me doesn't make sense.
All right.
Blackbeard can't beat Kaido from 40 years ago.
Okay, let's get this down packed because it gets brought up so heavily in order to make a point, and it makes no sense. If you have Conqueror's Haki, that doesn't automatically make you stronger than somebody that doesn't have Conqueror's Haki. What makes the person who has Conqueror's Haki stronger than somebody that doesn't have Conqueror's Haki is if they are utilizing it in a way that allows them to utilize it at their best.
And we don't have proof of that for Kaido. That's what I'm saying. Y'all are arguing it to me as if we do.
Okay, so example, Don Chinjiao. Very old, can use Conqueror's Haki, and clearly he's been weakened through the years of inactivity. Same with Rayleigh. Rayleigh struggled against Kizaru by telling Kizaru he's not the man he used to be. And then Kid also has Conqueror's Haki, but he doesn't actually use Conqueror's Haki in any of his attacks. So just because you have Conqueror's Haki doesn't mean that you're gonna beat somebody who doesn't have it. What we say is, if we're talking about somebody that can use it, can utilize it, is in their prime, is capable of using Conqueror's Haki at the point where they can use it,
He's not.
or if they have a higher output of Conqueror's Haki than the person who doesn't have it and can't compete at that certain level, then that person with Conqueror's Haki is going to win. Kaido has been able to show that him and Big Mom clash with Conqueror's Haki. Kaido has shown that he's very young. So if he wanted to push his limits, he could. Blackbeard hasn't shown the capabilities of getting past Law easily, as Kaido would right there in that moment.
Exactly.
If that Kaido fought Law, he wouldn't be struggling against him. Where Blackbeard fought Law, doesn't have Conqueror's Haki, doesn't have outward or inward emission armament, doesn't.
I just want to stop him because he said Kaido's been shown to clash with Big Mom. All right, so if you guys remember, right, reading this God Valley flashback, right, Kaido, he catches Big Mom slipping, right, bam, hits her with the club, and she's upset. But this depiction does not necessitate a clash, right? This is an explosion, and Conqueror's Haki is coming off of it. So this could have been, I mean, due respect, this could have been anything. This could have been Big Mom with Zeus using an attack infused with Conqueror's Haki. This could have been Kaido. This could have been, I mean, it could have been the clash very well, but to just say, oh, this was the clash. I've never seen a clash do this, like this type of explosion before. So I just want to throw that out there. I don't think it's a clash. It could be a clash. I'm not saying it's not a clash, but to just say it's a clash with no definable evidence outside of an explosion that's not typically caused by clashes. Like, we usually don't see these type of explosions during clashes in One Piece. We usually don't see these. So I just thought that was very interesting that, you know, that we're just going with they clash. Like, I don't think they clash personally.
Big Mom clash with Conqueror's Haki. Kaido has shown that he's very young. So if he wanted to push his limits, he could. Blackbeard hasn't shown the capabilities of getting past Law easily, as Kaido would right there in that moment.
Exactly.
If that Kaido fought Law, he wouldn't be struggling against him. Where Blackbeard fought Law, doesn't have Conqueror's Haki, doesn't have outward or inward emission armament, doesn't have future sight, and look what happened. He struggled. Kaido not doing that, and you're not going to tell me, right, that Kaido would have a hard time against that Law?
If he gets caught, this is my issue. Y'all acting as though we saw Blackbeard have a hard time. Blackbeard was in the air and got caught.
But that's-
Law didn't land again.
So
Like, you know what I'm saying?
so
Like,
you
I
think-
got caught in
No,
the
no,
attack,
no, no,
and then the dude didn't land again on me.
Let me ask you
You
this
actually don't
question.
know that.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think that Kaido, right there, that's clashing with Big Mom, would clash the same way with Law to where they stalemate?
I mean,
See, the problem with that is, if we're talking about Kaido versus, or that Kaido, God Valley Kaido versus Law, we saw Law on the rooftop. Law took a Thunder Bagua and was in hybrid mode. He took a Thunder Bagua while Kaido was in hybrid mode, and he was fine. Like, he wasn't unconscious like Luffy the first time. He was still able to continue and fight and move around. He went on to fight Big Mom like chapters after that. He was able to tag Kaido, albeit, you know, switching with room and stuff, but nonetheless he was able to get off on Kaido, you know. And then we're saying this is a Kaido who's less experienced. He hasn't had his fruit for 40 years. Yeah, I think Law would beat that Kaido, personally. Unless you're telling me Kaido hits just as hard as he does 40 years ago, then I think Law should be able to beat that Kaido. I think that's a fair assessment, actually.
Because that was a stalemate with the quake.
We don't know what it was.
No.
We don't see. Y'all telling me this is a stalemate? It's an explosion. For all I know, this is just Big Mom's hockey. We don't know what this is.
Thank
This
you,
is Big
thank
Mom
you.
Yelling Kaido and an explosion.
Thank
We're
you.
assuming it's a clash between the two of them.
Yeah, Lords!
What is happening here?
My question
sorry,
is,
I'm
do you
sorry.
really believe that Kaido would clash with Law regardless if that conquers hockey or not attached? Do you think that they would clash?
For the Law?
Law using Kroom or like
Yeah, the same clash that Blackbeard faced.
maybe, bro, like a clash.
Okay.
I don't clash scale to the degree that y'all do. Like, I don't.
It's not about the clash
It's a
scaling.
clash.
It's not about clash scaling. It's clearly saying, hey, Blackbeard did not overpower him with the most powerful devil fruit in the world with armament attached, right? Meanwhile, Law, who doesn't have the most powerful devil fruit in the world, he clashed with the most powerful devil fruit in the world with the hockey that he just learned. And Blackbeard had to resort to the Yami. I don't think Kaido clashing with Law would have had to revert to anything else because he would have just powered through
Okay,
him.
cool. I'm asking you, if Blackbeard gets a hold of Kaido and is able to negate the dragon fruit entirely, what's the fight look like now?
I would say that he gets hurt
Because the
more.
durability that y'all are speaking to is in large part because of the dragon. If I can negate that,
He's also an Oni. What are you talking about?
cool. Is Kaido impervious to damage, period? No.
Do you not realize that Kaido, when he was getting hit by some of those attacks, he wasn't in his dragon form? He wasn't in hybrid form
but
either?
the attacks he was getting hit by on the rooftop that didn't damage him, like early, are Kinemon attacks. I'm talking about the Gura here.
What do you think attack hurts more? Luffy's Red Rock or the attack that Whitebeard did to Blackbeard's face?
The attack that Whitebeard did to Blackbeard's face.
Imagine those.
Yo, cap, bro. You know he capping right now,
I'm
bro.
cap?
Yo, bro, your cap is so hard, bro.
Bro, I don't think I
Oh
understand what the
my
Gura. I
God,
don't think I
bro.
understand what the Gura is.
I saw what the Gura did. It was never, you know what?
What it is,
Yo,
you're
bruh,
you're
stop,
downplaying what's
bro.
actually a Blackbeard endurance feat. That's what you're actually doing. You're downplaying what's actually a Blackbeard endurance feat and durability feat.
Bruh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
bruh.
you realize? Do you remember what Whitebeard did to Blackbeard?
Yo, that's
Hold on,
crazy.
let me get this right.
I can't wait till
So
Lloyd is back.
hold on. So y'all think the red rock that Luffy did on Kaido is stronger than the attack that Whitebeard used to attack Blackbeard when he finally got hands on him again?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
1000%. 1000%.
No, Bash, why know why? Because if you said the attack that Whitebeard did to on Kaido, that's more credence. I'll give you that. All he did was grab his face and just quaked it.
So
he
let me
didn't put
ask-
no
okay.
force of hockey. Like, you get
So
me?
you guys think Blackbeard would be in more, like he would take significantly more damage from Red Rock?
Yes.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This is literally an attack that is meant for Kaido to bypass his durability.
Yeah.
Like, he's not even in his dragon form.
Yo, this-
Luffy had to learn that in order to hurt him. Just his basic
But this
version.
is my point. This is Kaido in base, not defending with Haki, who got hit by this attack. You're acting as though Luffy punched Kaido with Red Rock in his dragon form while Kaido was actively blocking with Haki. This is Kaido who had no idea this attack would even hurt him at all, getting hit with the attack.
Sebastian, you just stated.
No, you're stating that as if Red Rock is this top tier. It's not. It's not even a top 5 Luffy attack. It's not.
That's what's crazy about it, right? You've admitted already during this debate that Kaido is more durable than Blackbeard in base form.
Sure.
Right. If Blackbeard took a
No, I
quake
didn't
to
say
the
in base.
face,
No, Larry. I didn't say hold on. I didn't say in base. You asked me if Kaido was more durable than
No, I
Blackbeard.
said in base.
No, you didn't. Go back to tape.
I did say in base.
No, you did not.
How am
You
I
said
supposed
who
to-
was.
How am I supposed to rewind the tape?
You're gonna edit this. When you go back and edit this, you're gonna ask who's more durable, Kaido at God Valley or Blackbeard? And I said Kaido. You didn't say in base.
Oh, my bad, yo.
with Red
I was
Rock
supposed to
in
say
his dragon
Kaido.
form.
I was supposed to say Kaido in hybrid. Or
Talking
Kaido in
about-
full
but this
dragon
is
form on God
literally
Valley. Not Kaido right then and there.
Well, again, the point is y'all are giving Kaido all the stats, and then in moments saying, yeah, because Luffy used Red Rock. That's not the version of Kaido that was hit. If he tried to use Red Rock on Hybrid Kaido or Dragon Form Kaido, the results would have been very different.
Obviously.
Right. So why are we acting as though the Kaido that got hit with this, who again wasn't defending with any hockey, didn't expect the attack to hurt him, and wasn't a hybrid or using the more durable version of himself? Why is that version of him, who got hit and rocked and bleeding, now significantly more durable than Blackbeard, who got hit with a Quake attack from Whitebeard?
It's the same reason you said, right? You said because he was in base form, he was not blocking, he was not defending at all. He literally took the hit on the chin in regular form, bro. He didn't think it was gonna hurt him. Meanwhile, Kaido, who's versing Big Mom, at this point, we can speculate that he's utilizing Conqueror's Haki, and also he's in his base form. You can say he got stronger physically, yeah, sure, later on in time, I'll accept that. Who cares? We know that Kaido is still a durable person because of his Oni heritage.
And we know that Blackbeard's a durable person because we've seen him get hit with attacks that don't be taking people out and get taken out.
All right, Sebastian.
I literally saw a giant get hit with the same attack and knocked out instantly. Blackbeard was okay.
Sebastian, I want to ask you.
So what does Red Rock do to that giant?
It's probably knocking him out.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So what
It's definitely knocking him out, yeah.
Yeah, right. It's based on the person's durability of who's receiving the attack, right?
And I'm saying y'all not giving Blackbeard credit for taking this attack.
Yeah, so I saw Blackbeard versus Luffy in Impel Down.
I was gonna bring it up.
And he got punched with a regular Gear 2 pistol.
Okay.
And got thrown against the wall and started bleeding and crashing out over how much pain he was in.
Okay.
That was literally a non-hockey attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Regular punch. Now we're infusing Luffy using Red Rock, learning internal damage, and utilizing Conqueror's Haki to some degree. And he punches down on Kaido, who happens to be this monster at this point. And he hurts him because he's not blocking. But then you're saying Blackbeard, who received a quake to his face from Whitebeard, that's a stronger attack than Red Rock.
Yeah, my point is, listen to what just happened. Listen to what you just said. Blackbeard, literally the same day, the same exact 24 hours, he got hit with a Luffy attack and was sent flying into a wall screaming for pain. Got hit with a Whitebeard attack, crying in pain. He had the same reaction to an attack from Whitebeard and Luffy. But y'all are like, yo, that just means he's weak. When in reality, it just means, yo, this is his reaction to getting hit. That's the truth. That's the truth.
We're not saying that Blackbeard isn't durable.
No,
we're just saying that he's not as durable as.
But I'm saying your
Let me tell Lawrence,
but
bro.
I'm saying your proof
Let me
points,
tell Lawrence, bro.
But hold on, what I'm saying is your
Let me
proof
tell Lawrence,
points
bro.
are inaccurate because those two attacks are significantly different, right? Whitebeard's Quake that he did, and
So I mean, I just don't see Blackbeard being one shot by what 19, 18, 20-year-old Kaido. I really don't see it happening. Again, if we look at the people that Kaido actually teed off on, he did one shot of Luffy in Gear 4, which is pretty impressive. But he failed to one shot a Law. And granted, that Thunderbogwa, he hit Zoro and Law at the same time, so if we want to say maybe it was weaker because he hit two opponents at once, I get it. But I don't know. At the same time, I think Blackbeard's just built to be a tank. And if it's a battle of like attrition, I really don't see younger Kaido coming out on top with that one. At 19 versus Blackbeard right now. Blackbeard's like, age doesn't even matter, but still.
Luffy's attack are significantly different in power, right? But Blackbeard had the exact same reaction to both of them.
I want to ask you
so
something.
why is it proof positive that he's weak?
Bastion.
When that's just not the
Bastion.
case. That's not what it is.
I want to ask you a
This
question.
is just how he reacts to getting hit.
Because that was Blackbeard's durability, where Kaido wouldn't have that effect because he would brush off those attacks easily as he would at that age of 19. Yes, he would. You're saying to me that Kaido right then and there would take a Gear 2 Luffy pistol attack and Impel Down and he'd be flying against the wall?
No,
and hurt?
no. What I'm saying is Kaido's reaction to getting hit and Blackbeard's reaction to getting hit are just different. Blackbeard's taking double the pain, period. It hurts me more just because I'm getting hit, but because he can take damage to the level that Whitebeard can dish out and still have the same reaction to the same thing that Luffy did to him, it's proof positive that it's not the power that's getting to him, it's the fact that I'm getting hit at all. So the pain is the thing.
So the difference is that 19-year-old Kaido wouldn't get hit by Gear 2 Impel Down Luffy pistol and be sent flying against the wall. That doesn't matter because it speaks to Kaido. No, it speaks to Kaido's durability and it also speaks to his strength.
Doesn't matter.
Also, Lawrence, this dude said that Red Rock from Luffy that hit Kaido on Onigashima is weaker than Whitebeard's Quake to Blackbeard's face on Marineford.
And I'm standing on it.
You know what you believe.
It sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
My point is, again, what Larry just said. We just saw Rocks do a hockey attack because he knows that's going to hurt Kaido. And he didn't do it like really want to hurt Kaido. He wanted to shut Kaido up because what he said about Harold.
We didn't even know that was a hockey attack.
Well, but again, you know the fact that Kaido had a reaction that hurt him a little bit. We saw it. And Kaido took that.
Yeah, he got kicked in the face. Like, it
Yes.
wasn't-
My point is, Rocks doing it to Blackbeard. That's going to be a lot more effective damage-wise to Blackbeard. That's the point.
It was a regular kick. What are we talking about? Like, it was a regular kick.
Look at it. There's the bubble hockey around it.
Listen,
Go
man.
back, bro. I'm telling you.
Listen, man.
What chapter was it? Because I'm pretty sure that Kaido's eyes like went blank for a second. Chill. Like,
How do you view Luffy's pop then? Like, that's a
He's
hot-
even bleeding. Kyle's even bleeding, bro. You see blood come out of his mouth like a little bit.
chapter 1156, and it's page 18, I believe, or 19.
And my point, yeah, bro, that's gonna hurt Blackbeard a lot more.
I'm so confused as to what I'm supposed to care about this deck. Rox is not using hockey.
Yes, he is.
That's the hockey impact.
I wouldn't say that's hockey. That could just be impact.
Yo, this is
Yeah, but everything's gonna hurt Blackbeard more. Number one, because he has the Yami Yami, which doubles the damage. I mean, obviously we've already stated this. And number two, because he's just a regular human, while Kaido's like a Oni / miniature giant, damn there. So, you know, I mean, I think we know Kaido has the better base durability, right? I just don't know if Kaido has the AP to actually knock Blackbeard unconscious. That's what I'm fighting for. I don't know if 19-year-old Kaido packs enough punch to put Blackbeard down like permanently, because we haven't seen it. I mean, Whitebeard didn't do it. The remnants of the Whitebeard pirates didn't do it. Trafalgar Law didn't do it. Pacifistas didn't do it. Ace didn't do it. Luffy didn't do it. Magellan didn't do it. yo, Blackbeard's record kind of crazy, huh? Record kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean, I that's just how I feel about it. Like, if they want to say Kaido had the better durability, that's fine. Does he have the better AP though? Does he have the better, strategic battle plan to take out a Blackbeard? That's what I really been interested in.
this is pre-Devil Fruit Kaido.
Yeah.
Oni Kaido got kicked in the face.
So do you really believe that 19-year-old Kaido is less durable than Blackbeard?
He's 21.
Without the dragon fruit?
He's 21.
Yeah, without the dragon fruit.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, we're just going to have to agree to disagree.
Bro.
That's like saying,
Okay, no, I'm asking y'all right now. I'm asking y'all right. I'm asking y'all the same thing. Whitebeard, old age, grabs this Kaido's face and quakes him. What's Kaido's reaction? What's his reaction? He's bleeding from non-hockey
that's a
rocks
hockey
kicks.
attack, bro.
Prove to me it's hockey.
Because he didn't touch his face.
Final. This is the impact frame of him getting kicked.
Mash, until other people got hit, they touched him in the face.
So let me get this right, bro. We got Lawrence on this end telling me he can't even use hardening hockey, and you're telling me on this end that he's using advanced armament here.
Yes.
Well, to be fair, didn't Zoro skip Rio and try
No,
using the
Max,
best
yeah,
card?
Bro, he just kicked him. But that's it.
Things are getting way too complicated.
He's just kicking him.
I really do believe, like, yo, if you really truly believe that Kaido at 21 is less durable than Blackbeard, then, listen, bro, that's something that you have to sit
Hold
with.
on. You asked me this one.
Mash.
This is pre-Dragon Fruit.
Yeah.
The Dragon Fruit is a significant amp to his durability. Significant amp.
I'm gonna ask you a
This is
question.
just
Another
him with the
question.
Oni ability.
When he goes into hyper mode and dragon mode,
And I'm
absolutely.
saying he doesn't have any of that right now.
Yeah, and in base form, I believe, without a doubt, he's much more durable than Blackbeard.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
Well, Sebastian, hold on. But like, you hold Rocks as this great person, right?
Sure.
What's the difference between?
He is a great person.
No. I'm using this because Sebastian.
Talk that shit. Talk that
I
shit.
believe.
Right? Because hold up.
I don't know. I don't like that phrasing.
No,
Yeah.
the reason why.
I get
Because
it.
Sebastian argues that.
Because this is the same nigga that's. this is the same nigga that was saying Gaban and Rayleigh is stronger than Rocks. You hold Rocks as this great person. Nigga, we all hold Rocks as this great person, nigga. What you talking about?
Garp punched against Marco, but if you're holding Rock that same caliber, why isn't this? Why is this any different? Why is this any different?
You can't do that. You can't do that.
This is the difference.
You can't do that. You can't do that, Lawrence.
When Garp punched Marco, did we have hockey hardening as a concept in the series? When we saw that manga panel take place in canon, did we have that as a concept in the verse?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
No, we didn't.
Okay, when Rox kicks Kaido, do we have that as a concept in the verse?
Yes.
Okay, so when Rox doesn't use it here, I can speak to this and say he's not even using that. When Garp hits Marco, we can't with full confidence say one or the other. That's my point.
No, I can't.
You can.
No,
I can't.
No, I can't do it because I know you like to say that Oda didn't know what he wanted to do with hockey and all that in the beginning, but to me, Ray's example proves that otherwise. The reason why I say
Where
Ray,
did that example
no.
come?
No. When we got Ray, when he was shackled, pretending to be captured, sold into slavery as a slave on Shibodi. Remember, that's my nickname for
Sabaody.
Yeah, Sabaody, right? Oda legit hid how Ray did it. He hit it. It's not like we saw it, we understand what's going on. He hit it. Ray did it so fast. And then, later on, when Oda wanted to reveal us that hockey, he shows it to us, showing he used Hockey Harden and Ryo to release the chain. All the other effects, with Marco, with Garp, we seen what was happening there. But Ray's, he decided to hide.
That's not fair. That's not
Oda
fair.
hit it.
That's not
he
fair.
showed those straight up.
That's
he
not
hit this
fair.
one.
There's
Hold on.
more happening.
So,
I'm infusing hockey into an entity.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
There's more happening.
No, the reason why, right? Oda didn't have to give us showing us back to Ray. He could have used any other situation, but he went to that specific type of. Remember,
Why, Lawrence? Why? Because it's something Luffy saw.
No. This is also. One, this is before Marineford War, too. This is before Marineford War, and Oda hid this from us, and then, years later, post time skip, you're acting like Luffy didn't see a bunch of hockey during the freaking war.
Can we just simplify it real quick?
I want to bring up a question on Sebastian. Sebastian, you said that, Lauren's saying that Rocks can't use hockey hardening, using a higher grade of hockey, and you're like, you think it's just a regular hit. My point is, I was going to bring up to that. Can Zoe use Conqueror's Fusion?
Yeah.
But can he use outer emission or inner emission armor hockey?
Hasn't shown it.
He hasn't shown. Yeah.
That's the point I'm making.
Wait, what?
Right there.
You say Ray?
I said Zoro.
Oh.
Relax. We know how you feel. We know how you feel. Yeah, we know how you feel. Okay, we know. Relax, Lawrence. Don't push the Rayleigh button.
Man.
But that's the point I'm making. I'm saying, I'm not saying I agree with Lawrence saying he cannot use hockey hardening. I'm saying that we've seen that people could just learn a higher level without showing the others.
And that's fine. I'm saying I don't believe he used it here. But that was all I was saying.
Hold on. So let's bring it back down. So I think the point we're trying to make, me, Lawrence, and Lionel, is that even though he may be using hockey, Rocks, when he kicked Kaido, or may not be using hockey when he kicked Kaido, Kaido received such damage from the kick that his eyes went blank for a second and he started bleeding. And due to Kaido being more durable, in our opinion, than Blackbeard at that point in Kaido's life, that kick would have damaged Blackbeard more.
Thank you.
Overall. So without the extra complications of comparing things, that's just what we're saying.
Okay.
And then pulled down when Luffy hit him. No, right?
Yeah.
Blackbeard was with his crew, right?
Yeah.
Which one did he ask for help with, Wise?
When he got back up?
No, because didn't Blackbeard ask for help after he
I
got
don't
hit
think
with
so.
Whitebeard?
No,
With Whitebeard?
I thought you meant impelled down.
Yeah,
But Lawrence, his reaction's still the same. Like, I'm talking about his physical reaction to both attacks is still the same.
And
it can be argued that the Luffy one was worse.
Whitebeard didn't even get to finish his attack. He just started and he already asked for help, and then the crew came in and started shooting him up and stabbing.
But my point is that singular quake is more damage, significantly more damage than the Gear 2 punch that Luffy landed. It just is.
I would agree with that, but bro, you're comparing it to like Red Rock.
And also,
I'm using the baseline of Blackbeard's reactions to the attack.
And Sebastian,
That's what I'm doing.
Whitebeard didn't even punch Blackbeard.
I understand that, but I'm still saying. But we know. We've seen Whitebeard use this same attack before, and what its impact was. It one-shotted that Vice Hammer without issue.
Bastion, you can't do that. You can't.
The giant one.
No, I get what you're saying, but you can't say the same amount of quake is applied to every single attack of Whitebeard.
And I could argue that more was applied to Blackbeard because of the stakes, because of who was there. I could argue that. I could.
If you know,
I'm not even going to, but I could.
Bastion, no, look at the aftermath, because you want to go by that? You saw the quick power of what Whitebeard did to Kaido compared to the Blackbeard. Is that the same? It's not.
But I'm not comparing it to
not.
Akainu.
No, I'm saying the output.
You did say Akainu was somewhat had
Akainu's fought for 10 days.
Better durability.
Sebastian brings up a good point. the Quake Fruit did knock out, I think his name was John the Giant or whatever, the Vice Admiral. Yeah, completely knocked him out. And then, like he just said, Whitebeard had something personal attached to this with Blackbeard. So you could argue, you definitely could make the argument that he put way more, sauce on that Quake, right? He put way more sauce on it than he did with the Vice Admiral who meant nothing to him. You could definitely argue it. There's no way to tell, but if anything, you would say that one should be more powerful. At least that's what I would surmise, just based off of like my thinking. If I had a personal vendetta against somebody and I got a chance to actually put hands on them, that ass whooping is going to be a lot more fierce than someone who just ran into me on the street and was talking crazy to me. So I agree with that. Also, I do want to say, I think what Sebastian might be saying is Blackbeard is he has better endurance than a lot of other people. Maybe not durability because he bleeds the same. If he gets hit with a blade, he's going to get cut. If he gets shot with a bullet, there's going to be bullet holes. But one thing that Blackbeard is very, very good at is, getting back on his feet. He has very high pain tolerance and endurance. So, he might do that better than, he definitely does it better than Katakuri. But he might do that better than Kaido. But, they don't seem to be factoring in endurance too much with this debate. So.
Then Blackbeard.
I'm not focused on the Kaido's durability. I'm focused on the power that Whitebeard put to Akainu is clearly way stronger than the hour power he did on Blackbeard on his face.
That's fine.
That's
I'm
what
not
I'm saying.
comparing those two.
But I'm saying you're saying the Quake overall. I'm saying no. Just how
Are you saying there's levels to the Quake
just
attack?
how hockey.
But I'm saying, what I'm saying is any Quake attack that Whitebeard does
All right, no.
is significantly more powerful than pre-time skip, impelled down, gear 2 Luffy punches. And what happened? Blackbeard reacted to both attacks the same.
Whitebeard didn't even finish the attack.
Cool, it doesn't matter. Half of a Whitebeard Quake is 1,000 times more powerful than Luffy's gear 2 impelled down pre-time skip attack. And he reacted the same. That's the point. Y'all aren't getting that.
Okay.
That's him reacting to getting hit.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Who hits harder, Cat or Kaido?
Kaido.
But didn't Luffy act the same way when they both got hit? Luffy his hands. So
No.
That's how they're just reacting, bro.
No.
Doesn't mean like.
No, sir. They did not act the same way. When Cat hit Luffy didn't take a nap. Luffy wasn't out for several hours. Luffy didn't wake up in prison when Cat hit Luffy. What are we talking about? Luffy wasn't. Oh my bad. Luffy was seeing stars. Luffy was out cold. Luffy woke up in prison next to motherfucking Captain Kidd. Like, I wouldn't have went there. It's kind of sloppy.
It's the same. Whatever. No, it's like they just react. Certain people just react a certain way.
Yeah, I don't know why you're acting from reaction instead of just like damage, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Because the damage is the same too. Look at Blackbeard. Was he knocked out from Whitebeard's attack? Was he knocked out from Luffy's attack?
Whitebeard didn't finish the attack.
That's the point we're making.
But the same thing happened in both instances. He gets hit, he reacts, he recovers.
He recovered. He called for help.
Yeah, because I'm fighting Whitebeard.
Literally on his dying bed.
Yeah, he was like 1 HP, bro.
Yeah,
Imagine again. If you want to go by reaction, right? What is stronger? Luffy's gear second attack, he did apple down. Whitebeard's Quake that he did to his head, or the Sengoku blast that he got hit by Sengoku. The blast that Sengoku did that hit almost his whole crew, whatever. When Blackbeard was talking trash. You see Blackbeard get shockwaved. He got pushed back and set flying. But did he go crazy and start crying and whatever? No. What's stronger? The Gear 2 or Sengoku? Exactly, but he didn't have that reaction when he got hit with Sengoku. That's why you can't use reaction off that comparison saying that using your argument when it's completely different.
If I can't use, then y'all can't use it. Because y'all use it to downplay.
We're saying the damage overall.
But y'all use it to downplay all the time. So if I can't use it to hype, to compare the two, y'all can't use it to downplay. Because like you just said, he didn't react that way to Sengoku.
The attack itself, the damage that Black was going to get overall,
and I'm saying
it's going to be more than Kaido.
Y'all downplay Blackbeard's durability. He is taking double damage here.
It's
and
not double damage.
Fine.
It's double pain.
And he's fine. Is my point. I'm getting hit by Whitebeard and Sengoku, and I'm fine. But y'all are like, yo, 21-year-old Kaido pre-Dragon Fruit automatically more durable because he's an Oni. I don't get that.
You know
I
what?
can't do
No,
that.
were there any known fact that Blackbeard got hit with any hockey attacks during those time frames?
No.
Maybe, yeah, exactly.
I can't go there.
Yeah, because we know what's stronger, most likely. Hockey.
Well, I would say that attack that he took from Luffy had a hint of hockey in it.
Yeah, but that's like basic armament.
but
We're
hold
talking
on.
about
But
people who
hold
could
on.
probably
Here's
use
my
higher
thing.
capabilities of it.
If Lawrence can have that thought process about Luffy, and I can accept that, when I say, yo, it's probable that Whitebeard imbued hockey into his attack on Blackbeard there, but y'all will dismiss that.
No, we never.
never said
did
that,
you
but-
ever? You ain't
No,
never bring that up.
y'all said it's not even hockey.
We said most
Early
likely.
here.
We said we don't know.
It's more likely that Whitebeard didn't use hockey here?
Yeah,
It's more likely?
yeah, because he was on 1 HP.
Yeah, he had his face that blown
He
off.
literally died like
Bro,
5 minutes
He
later.
literally at his weakest.
And the only
He had
reason,
2 holes in his chest, organs were melted, half of his
Yeah.
face gone.
and the only reason I even say that there's a hint of hockey in Luffy's attack
Because
is because
Blackbeard pointed out.
yeah, Blackbeard said your hockey got stronger. If a hockey user could sense hockey being used, only hockey users could do that. He hinted that happening. That's the only.
I'm not gonna lie, man. In the Whitebeard's hockey was very questionable during that Marineford War time because how weak he was off the illness he got.
That's all fine. It's still Whitebeard.
Yeah, but to me, it's like he was so weak, and especially now at his weakened state, he could barely even muster up, crazy amount of strength to let alone use hockey, let alone his ability.
Yeah, and I bet you if Whitebeard wasn't as weak as he was, the damage he would did to Blackbeard would have been a lot way lower. I could use that.
I think it's crazy, yo. You think
Yeah,
Blackbeard has the same, or if not better, durability than Kaido, bro?
Crazy.
At God
With
Valley.
no
At God Valley,
Dragon
bro.
Fruit?
That's
Dude, we're talking
crazy,
about
bro.
because we're talking about races. Like,
Yeah,
we're talking about
crazy,
like
bro.
there's Lilinarians who are gonna have to be more durable than that. There's ancient giants. There's Oni. I believe that's part of that race that's gonna be more durable than Blackbeard.
Got rocks kicking me bleeding, man.
We talking about okay.
Rocks, the strongest person at
No
that
hockey,
moment.
man.
The strongest person of that era.
Yo, bro.
Rocks casually. No blade, just kicking.
Right.
No hockey. Just hush up.
Meanwhile, old boy is running away from a Kainu,
Kind of like that.
getting stretched out by by Magellan.
You know what's funny? It's funny. Bash is
He was bleeding from Ace, who barely.
Hey man, he ain't have the gore during none of those times, bro. Let's not play games now, right? We know Blackbeard's at his best when he got 2 devil fruits. He ran when he didn't have the Gora, so we're gonna strike that from the record, Mr. Larry, sir.
He knew any hockey.
Yo. And it's funny, Blackbeard ain't surviving that throne when Loki took when he was a baby. Like
He ain't.
Exactly. So what are we talking about? But you want to argue against Kaido?
He's kind of, maybe.
He
Maybe,
he might be
yeah.
ancient giant,
Maybe,
bro.
maybe.
He
If
like
there's
his hell
anybody,
son.
it's gonna be
Maybe,
Kaido, bro.
maybe.
Yeah, man.
See, this is what I don't get about Sebastian. There's specific monsters in the verse. They tend to be Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido, and Odin.
Y'all talking about baby Kaido.
And Loki.
Y'all talking about
These are like
this is
from
young and Kaido. This is
from
young and Kaido.
From birth.
Y'all telling me that Kaido could fight at a YC1 level already at birth, bro? Like, no, bro.
Most likely, yes.
No, bro, no. Listen what you just said, Larry.
You want to know why that's possible, Step? Because even by Garp and Sengoku standards, this was a crew that consistently fought amongst each other. So who do you think Kaido is fighting out of the crew?
Yeah.
He ain't never beat a Shiki. You feel me?
So you're
he ain't
just-
never boxed at that level anyway.
You're just
he
saying,
like,
you're
yo,
just speaking words.
Yeah.
You're not saying anything.
look at how he interacted with the crew. Look at it.
Yeah.
Kaido checked him. He went
That's
and
not
then
true.
and then sat down.
Stop.
Stop. Yo, Rox checked him. He went like this, and then
Okay,
he
bro.
shut it down.
Stop.
And then what?
Okay, bro.
and then what? We're doing
Dude.
raids. We're doing raids, right?
You're forgetting.
Yo, you can give me a fruit,
Dude,
big mom?
you're-
yeah. I need a fruit, bro. I need a fruit though.
Yeah, you're
Because
for-
you got one. Whitebeard got one. I need one.
It's so funny. Kaido entered the Rocks crew at 15.
Yeah.
Spent
and he was the little man's, bro.
and he spent 6 years with this infamous crew who were known to fight amongst each other. So if Shiki is probably the weakest person that could be on par with Kaido, that could fight Kaido, and everybody else just falls to him, that means Shiki and everybody else above him are the only people that can fight Kaido. So if they're consistently fighting, do you think he's consistently fighting Shiki? on a daily basis, or do you think he's consistently fighting the other people?
I'm gonna say something, and y'all not gonna like it, and I'll let Lawrence get his.
He's gonna
off.
say Silver Axe is probably messing him up too.
Yo,
Yo, crazy as hell, bro.
Yo, y'all telling me with full conviction, no problem, no nothing, it's whatever.
He gets no diff.
Kaido just
no diff.
Silver Axe. Hold on,
Silver Axe gets no diff. Don't
Silver
even
Axe.
ask me the question. Silver Axe gets no diff.
Before you're talking about during this time.
During God Valley.
He's casually defeating Captain John too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I saw this dude get bodied by a...
Yeah. Like, I think the members Kaido clearly beats are Streusen, obviously, that's Big Mom's, like, chef guy, whatever. Captain John, Wong Z, the Capone gangster guy. Like, he could beat all those guys. It gets dicey when we start talking about Shiki, Silver Axe, Big Mom, obviously. Like, Shiki and Silver Axe, I don't think a young Kaido beats them. Because Shiki and Silver Axe were quote unquote rivals, and then we know Shiki went on to fight Roger and almost beat his fleet. And Roger still had Gabon and Rayleigh at the time, so it's like really hard to imagine how he even pulled that off. And then again, Shiki went and fought Garp and Sengoku, and he didn't die; he was in prison. And if Silver Axe is his rival, then I would assume. Well, I think Silver Axe ends up dying, but if he were alive, I would assume he would also go on to be similar in strength. So it's tricky. That's tricky. But he's definitely beaten a Wang Zi. He's definitely beaten Captain John. He's definitely beaten the booger guy. I forget who his name is on the team on the Rocks Pirates. Kaido's definitely beaten those guys. He shouldn't struggle with those guys.
A booger bomb. Are you kidding me?
Okay, you do it. Because I was going to do the same thing.
Oh, first of all, Sebastian,
Are you kidding me?
I want to just bring up, two, you're acting like they said to sit down and Kaido just did it. It took Shiki and Captain John to stop them from fighting. Kaido and Rocks are about to square up right then and there because Rocks kicked him in the face.
If you really about that life, you're not letting nobody stop you, bro. You know that, Lawrence.
No, they have bigger...
You know that!
One, they're all crew members, and then also,
and they have a bigger objective.
And also, crew members, and Kaido was saying something about Rocks' friend. He's like, yo, you're out of line here. But anyway,
so you think Kaido understood he was wrong and that? No, bro.
Dude,
bigger picture.
Besides the point, right? You're also forgetting pre-fruit everything. And this is probably kind of around 15, whatever, right? Remember when him and Whitebeard were in that cave game dungeon? And they set a trap for them, throwing bombs down there, right? Because there's three people there. There's Whitebeard, there's Kaido, and there's Silver Axe.
Imagine what would have happened if Blackbeard was there.
No.
He would have walked out, limping.
The only person there out of those three people that took damage was Silver Axe. And Kaido.
Yup.
Exactly.
Go ahead, fine.
Yeah,
Absolutely fine. Not a scratch on them.
Go ahead.
This dude, Silver Axe came out leaking.
No,
I was like, yo, you guys almost killed me.
But and they were talking about, yo, what kind of fruit do you think I would get? I want so like they were casually having a conversation as if they even happened. Yeah,
right?
Shiki shook the I'm gonna get shook by a booger bomb. Remember, he was shook.
Yeah.
He thought he was gonna explode
if
too.
Silver Axe and Shiki supposed to be rivals or relatives, then most likely Kaido wasn't fighting Shiki. He was.
Go ahead. Thank you for being. I was gonna look it up too, bro.
Yeah, you do.
When the Larrys collide.
All right, that was pretty slick. But we don't know how strong those bombs are that he picks from his nose and throws. If they scale to him, and he was part of the Rock's crew, then you could surmise the bombs are pretty powerful. That's all I'll say. But I mean, I like what they just did there. That's pretty funny. I'll go with that.
Dude, he get
Evidence is in the pudding, Sebastian.
These dudes out here getting blown up by bombs in this weekend. And Whitebeard just like, yo, so this fruit is nice, though, right? Like, it didn't even faze them. It wasn't even a. Their life wasn't even threatened.
Yeah, I can say what y'all want.
Blackbeard's still taking it.
Oh my gosh.
Blackbeard's still taking it.
Let's bring it all the way back around. Does he lose to Shiki? No. Does he beat Kaido? Majority has voted absolutely not on this panel.
Absolutely yes. Absolutely. We can move on.
No, let me ask this. Just so we can get the pettiness of him. Difficulty.
I'll go high. I might go mid. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm going mid. I'm gonna go mid then.
Just so we have this on tape.
On tape.
Blackbeard.
Mid diffs. God Valley Kaido.
Mm-hmm.
Stamp it.
You have on tape too that you also said that Red Rock is
Yeah, that's on
weaker
tape.
than- okay.
Yeah. Also, Red Rock is weaker than the Quake attack Whitebeard did to Blackbeard's face.
Remember, it wasn't even a punch, guys. Wasn't even a punch.
Yo, and
It's
you know
just
what's
that
crazy?
bad.
And then they're gonna be like, yo, Larry and Lawrence have bad takes, and then Sebastian's gonna.
Yeah, I think Red Rock is probably the stronger attack. It would just make sense narratively speaking, like without even getting into the AP of how strong Luffy is by the time he gets on rooftop, which is pretty crazy. But narratively speaking, we're saying is Whitebeard's Palm Quake stronger than the Red Rock? Yeah, I would take Red Rock. I think Kaido takes less damage. But then again, I don't know. See the problem with this question is because we know the Quake, the Gorgor does damage from the inside out too. So it could just bypass Kaido's scales and do like direct internal damage. So if Whitebeard were to grab Kaido's face and do the same thing, he very well may bleed more than the Red Rock. It doesn't necessarily mean it's stronger than Red Rock. It's a different type of application of power, though. So it's interesting. That one's harder to say.
Say this, and they're gonna just ride him and put their meat in his mouth. Just slapping it all over their face now. Go ahead, community. Do your best. We know you love Sebastian.
Okay.
All right, good conversation. Love the talk. Those are my thoughts on it, guys. Let me know in the comments who you think would win, how far you think Kaido gets. You know, does he get past Kaido to make it on to Big Mom? I think he does. And I think he could probably beat that Big Mom too. He obviously loses at Rocks though. We're not gonna play stupid. Well, actually, no. Big Mom should be able to beat him. Yeah, Big Mom should be able to beat that Blackbeard. I think Big Mom could beat him. But yeah, those are my takes, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Have a good one.